Across decades, the Mario Kart franchise has been one known to all for family fun, family feuds, and intense racing with friends. Mario Kart is one of those games everyone knows and holds close to their hearts, whether they joined early on in the franchise or more recently. Mario Kart as a franchise has a lot of secrets being kept deep below the surface of the game. See what I did there? I'm here today to present to you the Mario Kart Iceberg, a collective of your annual fix of Mario Kart secrets, lore, and general facts about the game, with tiers starting at clear skies with common facts, and ending at Mariana's trench with the most unsettling fact I have. I've compiled the information into tiers for you to enjoy. First up is clear skies. I hope you enjoy the video. The Rocket Start is a feature in the Mario Kart series that allows players to have a speed boost at the start of the race. The Rocket Start is performed during the countdown. Normally the countdown is a number countdown, so to perform the Rocket Start you must wait until the number 2 appears on the screen, and then hold down the acceleration button. If the acceleration button is held down too early, it will cause the kart's engine to blow out, normally resulting in the kart stalling for a couple of seconds at the start of the race. Wheelies are a feature in Mario Kart Wii that can only be used by bikes. Wheelies give a small speed boost when performed. In Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, wheelies return, but they cannot be performed by the player. It's just cosmetic, even though they'd more of a practical use in Mario Kart Wii. Slipstreaming is a feature in most Mario Kart games, including Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8. You stay right behind a racer for a certain amount of time, and then you'll get a speed boost. In Mario Kart 8, in the DLC for the game, non-Mario characters were added as playable characters. These characters are Link, Villager Boy and Girl, and Isabelle. The concept of character crossovers continued in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with Inkling Boy and Girl. However, crossovers do not stop at characters. There are also vehicles and courses. For courses, there's a cup called the Triforce Cup that has the Hyrule Circuit course. There is a cup with an Animal Crossing theme known as the Crossing Cup, which has an Animal Crossing course called Animal Crossing. In the Egg Cup, there's a course based off F-Zero called Mute City, and in the Bell Cup, another course that is based off F-Zero is Big Blue. There's also a battle track called Urchin Underpass, which is based off the Splatoon series, and finally, there's the Excite Bike Arena course, which is based off the Excite Bike series. There are also vehicles and customization for these vehicles. For The Legend of Zelda, there's the Master Cycle, Triforce tyres, and the Hylian Kite. To go along with the Breath of the Wild Link costume, there's the Master Cycle Zero, the Ancient tyres, and the Paraglider. For Animal Crossing, there's the Streel, City Tripper, Leaf tyres, and the Paper Glider. For F-Zero, there's the Blue Falcon, and finally, the Splatoon, there's the Splat Buggy, and the Ink Striker. There are other crossovers in the Mario Kart series, including in the Mario Kart Arcade spin-off series, that I'll go into more detail further on in the Iceberg. As DLC in Mario Kart 8, you were able to change the colour of Shy Guy and Yoshi. This feature came back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yoshi's colours consist of green, light blue, black, red, yellow, white, dark blue, pink, and orange. Shy Guy's colours consist of red, light blue, black, green, yellow, white, blue, pink, and orange. Furthermore, there are icons of Shy Guy's alternate colours in the files of Mario Kart DS. These colours are the same ones that have appeared in Mario Kart 8. However, there is no orange colour scheme in the files of the game. In Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, by using Amiibo, your Mii can have costumes based on video game characters. These range from Nintendo characters such as Mario, Luigi, Kirby and Samus, to third-party characters such as Mega Man, Pac-Man and Sonic. There are 3 playable Mercedes-Benz cars in Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The cars that are included are the 300 SL Roadster, W25 Silver Arrow, and GLA. In Mario Kart Wii, Princess Rosalina has 2 methods of unlocking her. The main one is in mirror mode, by getting at least 1 star and all 8 cups. The other way is by having a save file Super Mario Galaxy on your Wii console and playing 50 races. This method made it so a lot of people were able to unlock her quicker. This is personally how I unlocked her when I first started playing the game, so it's quite nice to have her from the start pretty much. On the PAL and NTSC box art for Mario Kart Double Dash, the L on Luigi's cap is backwards. Rob is a toy accessory for the NES who is an unlockable character in Mario Kart DS. He's also the first non-Mario character that is playable in the mainline series of Mario Kart. Furthermore, Rob has 2 different colour schemes depending on the region of the game. In the Japanese version of the game, he has a red and white colour scheme to match the Famicom system, and he is called HVC 012. In the international version of the game, he has a grey colour scheme to match the NES system and is called Rob. The Mario Kart Wii channel was a Wii channel that you could download, which allowed you to access stats and rankings with the use of Nintendo's Wi-Fi service. If the Mario Kart Wii disc is in the console, it would allow you to take part in Mario Kart tournaments. These tournaments cannot be accessed anymore due to Nintendo's Wi-Fi service being shut down, which brings us on to our next point. The Nintendo WFC Wi-Fi connection service was an online service that allowed people to play online for free for the Nintendo Wii and DS. Mario Kart DS was the first game to use this service. It allowed up to 4 players to race together. Mario Kart Wii also used this service to allow players to race against up to 11 players at a time. However, in May 2014, the WFC was shut down. Despite this, Nintendo DS games including Mario Kart DS can be played online by changing the DNS server. The WFC shutdown also temporarily stopped Mario Kart Wii's online scene until CTGP Revolution saved it. CTGP Revolution is a Mario Kart Wii mod created by Mr. Bean 35000 VR and Chadders. This mod brought back online play and added other features such as an item rain mode, 200cc, and countdown. There are over 200 new custom tracks created by numerous amounts of people. It's a massive community mod that is very popular in the Mario Kart Wii scene. TWD98 is a popular YouTuber and Twitch streamer in the Mario Kart community who plays Mario Kart Wii N8. He is mostly known for his Mario Kart Wii gameplay with the mod CTGP Revolution. He's also known for saying the phrase BAM shock dodge when he dodges a lightning strike.
I let him pass me. Yeah, I totally am faster than him. I just let him pass for the sake of, for the sake of BAM shock dodge.
Emblems are symbols used on the front of carts to decorate them. In Mario Kart DS, there's a feature where you can design your own custom emblem with the use of pixelated art. It's the only Mario Kart game to have this feature. Pac-Man is playable in the Mario Kart spin-off series Mario Kart Arcade GP. This makes him the first non-Mario character that's playable in the entirety of the Mario Kart series. He is playable in Mario Kart Arcade GP 1, 2 and DX. In Mario Kart Arcade DX, Pac-Man has a different design, which is his Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures design, which is personally not my favourite. Other Pac-Man characters such as Miss Pac-Man and Blinky the Ghost are also playable Mario Kart characters. They are both playable Mario Kart Arcade GP 1 and 2. CTGP7 is a mod for Mario Kart 7 created by Pablo MK7. It adds 56 custom tracks and character skins such as Sonic the Hedgehog and Chain Chomp into the game. This mod brings out other features such as an online countdown game mode and the ability to play from any CC between 1 and 9999. Mario Kart Arcade GP VR is the Mario Kart experience made for VR. The experience has 4 specially designed carts that players sit in. They wear a VR headset and use the steering wheels in the carts to steer. There are no item boxes, instead players must grab the items. Players can play as Mario, Luigi, Yoshi and Peach. Bowser and Mario are in the game but they're not playable. This makes it the first Mario Kart game where Bowser and Toad are not playable characters. For Mario Day, March 10th in 2018, Google Maps made it so the blue directional arrow would change into Mario in his cart. To activate this change, you'd press a yellow question mark icon in the bottom of the screen. Sadly, this feature has not returned on Mario Day in later years. Elon Musk revealed that he tried to get Mario Kart playable in Tesla cars, however Nintendo would not give the license for it to happen. In the files of Mario Kart Wii, there are character icons of Paratrooper, P Piranha, and Hammer Bro. This would have been Paratrooper and P Piranha's second Mario Kart appearance as they both first appeared in Mario Kart Double Dash, while it would have been Hammer Bro's first Mario Kart appearance. Both Hammer Bro and P Piranha have returned as playable characters in Mario Kart Tour, but sadly Paratrooper has not, which I think is a real shame. In Mario Kart Wii, there are 2 Mii outfits that can be unlocked, Mii Outfit A and Mii Outfit B. Mii Outfit A is a simple racing outfit, and Mii Outfit B is either your Mii in Mario overalls if your Mii is male, or a Peach-like outfit if your Mii is female. Mii Outfit C is an unused Mii outfit, its icon being within the files in Mario Kart Wii. It seems to have been scrapped quite early on due to the difference in design of the icon compared to Mii Outfit A and B's icons. Furthermore, there's no Mii Outfit C model, so it's unknown what the outfit would have looked like. In Mario Kart Double Dash, when racing in courses, you can see other courses, such as on the courses Peach Beach and Yoshi Circuit, you can see the Daisy Cruiser track out at sea in the background. On the course Baby Park and Dino Jungle, you can see the DK Mountain course out in the distance. On the course Mushroom City, you can see the Mushroom Bridge course, and vice versa. On the course Mushroom Bridge, Mario Circuit can be seen. Finally, on the course Luigi Circuit, you can see Dry Desert. Don-chan is the mascot of the Taikyo no Tatsujin game series created by Bandai Namco, who has appeared as a playable character in Mario Kart Arcade GP DX. There are also palette swaps of Don-chan that can be downloaded, such as Strawberry Don-chan and Hero Don-chan. This entry means two things. First off, in the early version of Mario Kart 64 called Super Mario Kart R, it is shown that Magic Koopa was part of the character roster. This Magic Koopa is most likely Kamek from Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, but Magic Koopa was replaced by Donkey Kong in the final version of the game. Secondly, in the files of Mario Kart 8, there's a character emblem of Magic Koopa, or more specifically Kamek, which could imply Magic Koopa was meant to make a comeback. Despite missing out on being in 2 Mario Kart games, he finally appeared in Mario Kart Tour. In Mario Kart 7, if you press the up arrow on the D-pad, it makes it so you can see in first person. When in first person view, tilt controls can be enabled, which lets the user tilt the 3DS/2DS series system, which steers the kart. If you race your last 100 matches with the first person view on and tilt controls on, your wheel will become gold. In Mario Kart 64, if you come 4th place or lower, your character gets blown up by a babon. This is accompanied by the game music being slowed down and you hear the character scream. In my opinion, this ending's really unsettling. I'll play a clip now so you can see for yourself. Professor Egad was originally going to be a playable character in Mario Kart DS. In the files of the game, he has the name Gad but has Toad's assets. He was replaced by Dry Bones in the final version of the game. Fake Iron Boxes have a different design in each game they're in. The Fake Iron Box appears in 5 Mario Kart games, which are Mario Kart 64, Double Dash, DS, Wii, and Mario Kart Arcade GP DX. On top of the main Fake Iron Box designs, there are 2 more uncommon ones, which are the Blue Team's exclusive Fake Iron Box in Mario Kart Wii, and Mario Kart Super Circuit's scrapped Fake Iron Box. This entry means 2 things. The first thing it means is Donkey Kong Jr. is meant to be Donkey Kong's kart partner in Mario Kart Double Dash. This can be proven as there's a Donkey Kong Jr. character icon in the game's files. The other entry is within Wario Stadium. In the crowd, you can see Donkey Kong Jr. In Mario Kart 64, on the Bowser's Castle course, there's a green thwomp blocked up behind bars. This green thwomp has been nicknamed Marty by the community, and there's been rumours made about him. The main ones are that he can be set free and he can be unlocked as a playable character. People have shown proof of this with videos of them achieving these things. In the Luigi Circuit course in Mario Kart Double Dash, the Rank A mansion from Luigi's Mansion can be seen. This implies that Luigi getting the Rank A mansion is the canon ending. In Mario Kart Super Circuit, if you come 4th place, your character will get crushed by the podium 1st, 2nd and 3rd place winners stand on. In Super Mario Kart R, the early version of Mario Kart 64, the feather item was given to return. The item icon of the feather can be seen in early promotional material and in the files of the game. It is assumed it would work the same as it did in Super Mario Kart. It didn't end up getting into the final game though. The only other appearance of the Cape Feather in Mario Kart is in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's battle mode. Also seen in the files of Super Mario Kart R was the item icon for a Yoshi egg. This item was also returning from Super Mario Kart as the Yoshi egg was only used by CPU Yoshis in the game. This item works similarly to a banana peel. The Yoshi egg did end up making a return in Mario Kart Double Dash. In the files of Mario Kart DS, it shows that the Bowser Shell and the Chain Chomp were meant to be returning items from Mario Kart Double Dash. Furthermore, in the kiosk demo of Mario Kart DS, the Chain Chomp is visible in the item roulette but cannot be selected. In the final version of the game, the Chain Chomp is replaced by the Bullet Bill. Both items have not made a Mario Kart appearance since Double Dash. Instead of having the anti-gravity feature in Mario Kart 8, there was going to be a feature that allowed karts to have drills on them which would allow them to drill through the ground and travel underground. This feature was scrapped as they were not sure how they could implement it. Despite this, the drill did actually make an appearance on the kart called the Drill Master from the game Mario Kart Arcade GP DX. For the time trial contest in Japan, Mario Kart Double Dash had a feature that would allow you to access a code to submit to the contest. This contest code can be accessed on the time trial menu that appears after a time trial race by inputting LR, LR, XY, XYZ. Despite the contests that require the code only being in Japan, you can still carry out this method on any version of the game and get a contest code. In the Japanese version of Super Mario Kart, the victory screens for Bowser and Peach depict them drinking champagne. Bowser's drinking so much that the champagne is coming out of his mouth. Peach has blush on her face while drinking, which shows she's most likely drunk. These victory screens were changed in other releases of Super Mario Kart. In them, Bowser's only holding the champagne and Peach is just flipping the champagne bottle. Mission mode was a feature in Mario Kart DS where you would have to do various missions such as breaking a certain amount of item boxes or driving backwards around a course. This mode was meant to return in Mario Kart Wii. We know this thanks to Mr. Bean 35000 VR for discovering it. The missions that were found include drifting a certain number of times and hitting a specific number of enemies all within a time limit. This shows that the missions were going to be at the Mario Kart DS missions. It is theorized that it was scrapped due to the tournament mode taking place, which had similar aspects to mission mode. In the course of Luigi's Raceway Mario Kart 64, there's a special sideways iron box that hangs from a hot air balloon with Luigi's face on it. To break it, the player must jump at the right time, and when broken, the only item it gives is a blue shell regardless of the place you're in. Luigi's Raceway returned in Mario Kart 7 and Luigi's hot air balloon with the iron box still appears a place to grab, however it's just a regular item box. In Mario Kart DS on the course DK Pass, there's an item box on top of a big hill which can only give out a star, triple mushrooms, a single mushroom and more occasionally a red shell. In Mario Kart 64 on the course Koopa Troopa Beach, there's a special item box on top of a rock. To get up there, you must go up an incredibly narrow ramp. This special item box always lets the player get a blue shell. In Mario Kart 7, Koopa Troopa Beach returns, however the special item box does not and is replaced by a coin. Prior to the 1.1 version of Mario Kart Deluxe, Inkling Guild does a taunt which does the bras d'honneur gesture. That means in part of Europe, up yours. A German magazine called The Big N had an article in August 2000 about lost games. One of the games listed was VB Mario Kart, the VB obviously standing for Virtual Boy. This is the only information about a Mario Kart Virtual Boy game. The reverse cup was an unused cup in Mario Kart Double Dash where the player would race the track backwards. In the files of Mario Kart Double Dash's multi-game demo disc, the logo of the cup can be found along with models of the first, second and third place trophies. In the game F-Zero X for the Nintendo 64, the first course in the Joker Cup is Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road but altered to fit F-Zero. This includes the star barriers being removed and the road bumps being added in. James Charles is an avid Mario Kart Wii player. In 2010 he made a YouTube channel at the age of 11 called Jay's Coding. In the About section it shows his VR was 9,999. In his video called New Intro, it says he's a Mario Kart Wii hacker, player and clan member. In the video, Playing Mario Kart Wii with James Charles by TWD98, he talks about how he hacked as he wanted to get cool things in his Mario Kart name. He also got banned from Mario Kart Wii, and he said, "I had to call Nintendo and beg them to unban me."
I was really only hacking. I really only hacked because I wanted the things in my name. Like I did not go on and like torment people. That was not my thing.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
I just like wanted to like. It was a very like selfish.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
But then I did get banned, And I remember having to call Nintendo and like beg them to unban me.
Oh no, dude, I failed.
I had to call and beg them to unban it. I remember the lady on the phone was so rude to me.
Really?
She was like, I was like begging to be unbanned. She's like, well, you shouldn't have been hacking in the first place. And I'm like an 11-year-old kid, and I'm like, she's like treating me like shit. Oh my god, how did I just miss that?
Wario speaks German in the Japanese version of Mario Kart 64. He says the phrase, "so ein Mist," which in English roughly translates to such crap.
So ein Mist!
His Japanese voice actor is Thomas Spindler, who has said that Nintendo intended for Wario to be a German character and to speak German. In Nintendo Power, volume 227, on page 42, it shows the Boo item in the lineup of items for Mario Kart Wii. This shows Boo was at least planned to be in the lineup. The Boo item does return, however, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In the files of Mario Kart DS's kiosk demo, there's a purple shell icon. There's also a purple shell bottom screen icon, however there's a ×3 symbol on it. This means the purple shell is most likely an item that was meant to be a set of 3. According to Wario's official Mario Kart 64 trading card, the reason Koopa Troopa is not in Mario Kart 64 is because Wario borrowed his kart from Koopa Troopa. Nintendo partnered with Nvidia to create a HD port of Mario Kart Wii for China. This port would have had online features such as time trial leaderboards and races with up to 12 players. It did not end up being released as it was sent back and forth to the Chinese government to be approved, and then at one point when it was sent back to the Chinese government, no update was given back. In Super Mario Kart R, there were 2 new items to the Mario Kart franchise that were cut and have not appeared since in the Mario Kart franchise. They were a set of 6 marbles and a weight. Both items have icons in the game's files. It is unknown what they were being used for. In Mario Kart Wii on the course Moonview Highway, there's a billboard for a musical called The Mushroom Moon. People have theories that the poster has a hidden meaning, such as Pete Piranha in the background was a reference to him being a secret character in the game. The poster also may be a reference to King Kong. Also, if the player plays as a Mii, Peach's face and Mario's face will change to a random Mii that is saved on the system. However, if the Mii registry cannot be accessed, an example to why would be because of corruption, then Peach does not have her head. In Mario Kart 64, if you finish a time trial race, or if you come between 1st and 4th in a Grand Prix race, and leave the results screen on for 50 minutes, the results screen music will change. One of the main reasons this might have occurred is as the music loops for 50 minutes, that means the music has looped 64 times, which could be a reference to the Nintendo 64 system because of the number 64. On the course Toad's Turnpike in Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong is driving the yellow bus. Only his silhouette is visible though. In Mario Kart Wii on the character select screen, due to an error, Donkey Kong's mouth texture is accidentally placed on his foot. seq_circuit2.sseq is a music track that was found in the Mario Kart DS kiosk demo that plays when the track doesn't have any music. The tracks it's used on were GBA Bowser's Castle 2, Tick-Tock Clock, Desert Hills, Rainbow Road, DK Pass, Bowser's Castle, and GBA Sky Garden. In Mario Kart DS, there's an unused course called Noko Noko course. Noko Noko means Koopa Troopa in Japanese. The course has similar textures and layout to the course Koopa Troopa Beach from Mario Kart 64. This means there's meant to be a Koopa Troopa Beach track in the game. I think this course did not make the cut as it has a similar concept to the course Cheep Cheep Beach, which did make it into Mario Kart DS. For E3 Space World 2000, a tech demo, Mario Kart for Nintendo GameCube was shown. It showed Mario and Luigi racing. They had the Super Smash Bros. Melee models, and it was only in single carts, which is different from Double Dash as they share carts. This shows that this tech demo was more of an announcement to let people know a new Mario Kart game was coming to GameCube, rather than what the gameplay would actually be like. In Mario Kart 8, there's a feature called MKTV, which allows players to share and view videos of their races. In the menu of MKTV, there are Miis who can be heard chatting. A YouTuber called Harm figured out if the recording of the Miis is reversed and slowed, it's just people talking in a public space, most likely a cafe. At one point in the recording, a woman can be heard saying, "How the fuck does she know?" which is obviously not very appropriate for a Nintendo game. In the Japanese version of Mario Kart Super Circuit, the course Sunset Wild has Shy Guys wearing Native American war bonnets and face paint. These Shy Guys can be seen in the preview image of the course and within the course. In the course, these Shy Guys are in a teepee, and if you crash into the teepee they cling onto, cause you to have less control of the car and make you lose coins. In the international versions of the game, the preview image of Sunset Wilds has the Shy Guys not wearing the Native American war bonnets and face paint. Within the course, the Shy Guys teepees are still present, and within the teepee you can see that the Shy Guys have the same face paint on them. This change most likely happened as it could be offensive to indigenous cultures. In the files in the Mario Kart DS kiosk demo, the cheap delivery truck's texture has the word "flash" on the side of the truck. This misspelling was corrected to "fresh" in the final version of the game. This is most likely the result of a translation error. In Mario Kart DS on Luigi's Mansion course, you can make the game crash. If you drive up onto the stairs in front of the mansion, press A and B at the same time, and then turn, the game will just crash. Kart Fighter is a bootleg fighting game with the character roster from Super Mario Kart being put into the Street Fighter 2 engine. It was created by Hummer Team for the Famicom around 1994. You can play versus mode with a real player or a CPU. The CPU has 5 difficulty levels to it. The characters and their names in the game are Mario, who is known as Mari, Luigi, who is known as Luigi, Princess Peach, who is known as Peach, Yoshi, who is known as Yoshi, Toad, who is known as Kinopio, Donkey Kong Jr., who is known as Donkey, Koopa Troopa is known as Noko, and Bowser, who is known as Koopa. They all look like the characters they're based off, but for some reason Peach has a miniskirt. All the characters except Koopa Troopa can throw a projectile, instead Koopa just gets into his shell. I've personally played the game before and I main Koopa because he's my favourite Mario Kart. Mario Kart XXL is a game tech demo for the Game Boy Advance that was created with the purpose of showing the scaling capabilities the Game Boy has. The tech demo was created by Daenerys Entertainment Software in 2004. Furthermore, the tech demo was not originally a Mario Kart demo, it was an R3D demo, but it was changed to a Mario Kart demo. The demo consists of an overhead and behind view of fully 3D Mario. The player drives for 3 laps, but there are no other CPUs and items are not available to be used. The demo is available online to play. Moreover, Daenerys Entertainment Software ended up releasing Crazy Frog Racer for the Game Boy Advance. In Mario Kart 64, there was meant to be a city track which would let players drive around different buildings and houses. The assets of this track can be found in the files of Mario Kart 64. The assets include models of the track such as a church, cafe and tunnel. There is also a mini-map. It was cut from the game as it was large and just took too long to race through. Super Mario Kart Doki Doki Race is a Japan exclusive arcade game that came out in 1994. The concept is there are Mario Kart figurines that race and you bet on which character will win. The characters that you can bet on are Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser and Yoshi. Unofficial, Mario Kart 64 slot machine was created by Mega and released in Europe in 1996. The slot machine contains official artwork of the characters and sounds from the game. In the files of Mario Kart Arcade GP, there's an image under the name CamTest02, which means it was used for testing the NamCam feature for the game. The image shows a distressed boy clinging onto the back of a man in a black shirt who is rescuing him. There are also 2 men off to the side, one is wearing a white shirt and the other is wearing military gear holding a gun. This is not just a random stock image. This image is taken from the Belzan school attack. On the 1st of September 2004, terrorists took over a school called School No. 1 in Belzan, North Ossetia. The terrorists took over 1,000 people hostage for the span of 3 days. The majority of these people were children who were just at school, a place that's meant to be safe, but it didn't end up being. Sadly, over 330 people lost their lives because of this attack. Out of all the images Nintendo could have used for testing for the Namcam, why was this image used?